Hello and welcome back to my channel. For ingredients today I have black pepper, turmeric, Spanish paprika, some salt of course, garlic powder and cumin. I also have a plate here on the side that I will be using to put my potatoes. Don't worry about my chopping board, it's quite beaten up, but well, it does its job. Okay, so back to my old beaten up chopping board. I have a knife there and I have my potatoes in a clean bowl. Don't worry, the camera was shaking so much at this point and I was shooting by myself. Sorry guys. So I'll pick my potatoes and I'll pick quite a few. Okay. So I will start with the big ones. Please subscribe guys to my channel. Thank you. So as I was trying to adjust my camera there, I have my potatoes there and I want to begin to chop them. Remember, we are doing spicy fried potatoes and we want to chop those into small cubes. Well, you can do them into bigger cubes, but I prefer mine into smaller cubes like that. And then you'll half that and then cube them. Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about, some nice little cubes. Just like that. So guys, even as you make your decision to subscribe to my channel or you decide to follow me here, please let me know on the comment section what you'd like us to make next. After this video, I'll put up this week a sukuma wiki, how to prepare a sukuma wiki recipe. I know most of you probably struggle with making them green. They come out quite discolored, but I have a video on that. And then after that, I'll have a video on some garlic chips. But let me know. Let me know if we can do, the coming week, we'll do probably one. I'll do how to make beef patties from home, cheap, so that you don't have to go to the supermarket and buy your ingredients very expensively. So I have my plate there. I'm going to transfer my cubes into my clean plate on the side. Looking good so far. So that's the size we want to work with. That is the size we want to work with. Yeah, just like that. Okay. So we'll continue with some more. And like I was saying, guys, I'm going to do beef, how to make the beef patties for a burger on a budget. So how to make the beef patties, it will be simple. Please stay tuned so that you're able to see that. I'll try as much as possible to put out as many videos as I can, because we know that consistency is key there. Consistency is key, so I'll try as much as I can to put out as many videos as I can. And please support your girl, guys. Support your girl by subscribing. If someone is struggling with some of the recipes you've seen here on my channel, please let them know that I've got, you can share my link on the videos. You can share my link on the videos. Let them know. Let them know that your girl here has got you. Your girl here is doing some simple recipes, and let's grow together in this channel. So I'm almost done with the chopping up of the potatoes on the side there. So yeah, that's how it looks. That's how the cubed potatoes look on the side there. Yeah, so still have my potatoes there, and then yeah, still have my stuff there. Onto the second part. So here I'm going to light my gas. Uskajali. So after lighting my gas, I always have an accident with this particular wok because the handle is a bit shaky. But when oil is hot enough, as you can see, I also have my potatoes there, and I have my bowl there, as well as my scooping. That's what I'll be using to scoop the potatoes out of. We'll drop in our potatoes. So be careful at this stage. We don't want you burning. I have a very tiny kitchen. I don't know what. I love cooking, but most of my prep I'll prepare my meals mostly in advance, but I have a tiny kitchen, hoping for best things, and which does not make you even though you use whatever you have. So I decided I'm done procrastinating enough, and I love cooking, and I find for me cooking is not a biggie. I think of stuff, and then I'll try it out in the house, and I'll not go out of my way to buy some very expensive things. So I really wanted people to enjoy cooking as much as I. Sorry for the shaking, guys. I tried as much as possible to try not to shake the camera, but on to better days. I think I'm getting better also at editing, and well, let's see how this goes. And for the ones that subscribe, guys, oh, my love for you guys is just unmatched. I love you guys. Continue supporting this sister. Continue telling others about this channel. Continue watching. Please watch my videos to the end. Don't worry about the editing. I'll still get better. Like I mentioned before, I got tired of procrastinating, and I'd keep saying, hey, I need this and this to start. I need this and this. And then I thought, hey, I have my phone, I have my ring light, I have my short tripod. Why not? So let me just start with what I have. Then as you begin, you get the motivation to get even better. So as I put out my videos and I noticed that it's getting more views, I know it's not a lot of views, but you know something, guys, I appreciate the tiny wins. I appreciate my subscribers. I appreciate the likes on my videos, guys. Thank you so much. And continue watching my videos even as I put them out. So I'll be putting out my videos on Mondays and Tuesdays. I'll be putting out my videos Mondays and Tuesdays. So that's 2 videos per week. I'll try as much as possible to consistently put those out every Monday and Tuesday. So those are 2 recipes. If you're struggling with cooking stuff in your house, please stay tuned and watch this girl make life for you very easy. So my potatoes in my wok are getting ready. Now, if you'll it's very good if you fry your potatoes twice. So you can do a first fry, and then you do a second fry. I'll remove this and I'll show you. I'll remove this from the fire. Well, I'll not wait until the skin is crispy first. So I'll remove this so that I'm able to put the other batch that you can see at the corner there. I'll remove this after some time, and then I will reheat the same oil. I'll reheat the same oil, and then I'll also put the potatoes back in. So my potatoes are looking almost done. Well, they are not, like I said, I'll put them twice. So what I'll need to do is remove the first batch. I'll remove. It's not yet as dry as I want it to be, but it's always best to do 2 fries, to fry your potatoes twice. Even though you're doing fries, blanch them first and don't use water because, well, water makes the potatoes quite soggy. So I'd say blanch them in oil first and then reheat the oil and return them in the oil for a second cook. And I assure you, you'll get the crispiest, yummiest potatoes ever. So it will be very soft in the center and it will have it will be crispy on the top. So I'm going to put in my second batch. Well, always make sure that you don't crowd according to how big your frying pan, the frying pan is. Ensure that you don't crowd those inside there. Don't crowd them. Don't crowd the potatoes. So we'll put those in. We'll put all that in. Remember that can be 3 servings. So depends on what you want to serve with. So ensure that you spread that around so that you don't have potatoes that are sitting on top of each other, so that each potato gets to have its chance in the oil. Just like that. So let's see how the potato should look like after you've done your first fry. So if you look at that potato there, I'd like to show you how it is on the inside. It's really hot and my hands are clean. Did I mention that I wash my hands all the time when I'm in the kitchen? So, well, and I'm cooking for my family. But if you're doing this for other people, it would be advisable if you wore gloves. But I'm doing this for my family, which is just my son and I. That's the 2 of us. So support this mommy, support this mommy, support this mom and her son. So guys, I don't know, I had to shoot this separately. This is actually the second frying. All my potatoes have fit into my pan. All of them. I was able to put all of them into my pan. So what we need to do is just see how that goes. Let's see how that goes into the... Ensure that it dries. So you see, when you cook vegetables, they always they shrink. So if you remember the first time, my potatoes could not all fit in that wok, but now they can because they've shrunk. So this is my second frying. This is my second frying. These were my second and final frying. So I want to ensure that my potatoes are good. They're good and nice. I have my container. I have my glass container there. So my potatoes are good. I wish I had to extract the sound because I've noticed when I do a voiceover, it's louder. But if I'd not removed the sound from before, you'd hear how crunchy the potatoes are. So the tops, the top of those potatoes is really crispy, while they are well done on the inside. And I assure you, they smell nice. They smell just like fries. They smell like French fries. They smell so good and so nice. Now, I'd showed you a clip where I had my spices, guys, but if you're not into spices as much as I am, you could reduce your spices down to just paprika and probably paprika, salt, and maybe garlic powder, or just paprika only, or spices that you can do as many spices as you want on these potatoes. It doesn't have to be what I've showed you. So normally when I go to the supermarket at the end of the month, I ensure that I've bought several spices, so that I'm not buying all my spices at once and feeling the pinch in my pocket. So I have quite a lot of spices. I love spices. Like I said, I love cooking. So my potatoes are done, and so we'll switch off the gas And then we'll move on to our final part when I'll show you how to spice those up. How to spice up our potatoes. And they are really crunchy. I had to, like I said, I had to remove, but if you look at that potato up close, it's really nice. It's really, 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 really nice. So these ones, we'll give them some time. They're looking good. They've reduced in size. And there's someone who was telling me not to use that spoon on my non-stick wok, but well, let's use what we have for now. So it doesn't have to be expensive. Being in the kitchen does not have to be expensive. Use what you have at the moment. So those are my potatoes. I hope you have an up-close look at them. So I double fried them. So we'll move on to the next part. So as I had made a salad there. And in my salad, I just have onion, tomato, and shredded cabbage. So I'm not putting any mayonnaise because I'm not quite I'm not a very good fan of mayonnaise, but you can add any, you can do you when you're doing your salad. So I have my spices there. So I'll show you what to do next. Sorry for shaking my camera. Well, still learning how to handle my camera and stuff. So we start with the salt and then the black pepper, and then we add in turmeric, and then the paprika. Remember, paprika is not a hot spice, so this one can be eaten by all family members. Then I have my cumin, and then I have my garlic powder. I love garlic powder. I love both the powder as well as the other one that comes in the bulb. I love I like to crush ginger because I find the taste really nice. So if I'm doing my pilau, I don't use the powder. So for the powder, I'll use for things like this, like seasoning the potatoes, sorry. And then you'll mix that up. Remember, our hands are clean and we are doing this. So if you're doing this for maybe other people, it would be advisable if you use the gloves, the kitchen gloves. But because I'm just doing this for my son and I just, well, you put in your potatoes and I assure you they are crispy. I wish I didn't extract that sound. So the sound that it makes, amazing sound. So you will toss those. So remember, the spices are at the bottom and you're tossing your potatoes. You're ensuring that every part of those potatoes has gotten the spice. Every part of those potatoes, guys, has gotten the spice, the salt, the black pepper, the Spanish paprika, the garlic, the cumin, the turmeric. So ensure that your potatoes are looking good like that. Yum. So that's how that potato looks like. Very, very crispy on top. And because we double fried them, they are really, really crispy and then very soft at the center. So the next video after this, guys, will be how to do your sukuma wiki perfectly. So those are my spicy fried potatoes. You can have them for breakfast, dinner, or lunch. And you can present them like I have on that paper. So I plated that for my son. So those are sausages. You can plate that like that. That looks really good. And a meal that will wow your family. if you're watching your weight, maybe you can reduce the potatoes. So we've come to the end. Bye bye.